It was 2005, and we had just started packing our medical clinic up. We had seen over 400 children that day in the mountain village just outside of Hualan, Guatemala. We were all tired and ready to go when our last patient walked in. It was a mother and a father carrying in their daughter, and as they laid her on the table, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. Hilda was a 13-year-old and barely weighed 27 pounds. She was near death, and when I asked her father why they hadn't taken her to a hospital only 2 hours away, he looked at me as if I had two heads. A bus, he said, would cost $2.75, and if we spent that much to bring her to the hospital, we wouldn't be able to feed our other 9 children at home. We had to make a choice. They had heard the Americans were close and had carried her mile to get this help. And Hilda, that child, that event, changed the future of Hearts in Motion. I couldn't wipe the thought of her from my mind, and I knew we had to do more. So in 2007, we opened our nutrition center in Hualan, Guatemala, a center built by our own volunteers who traveled down from the United States to help us. Soon we started accepting severely malnourished children into our center. We were able to help many of the children who were brought in through their immediate crisis and return those kids home to their families. But after only a few months, we soon had a new problem. Many of the children that were referred to us came with things like health problems, cleft lip and palate, Down syndrome, cerebral palsy. These were all new areas we needed to address if the children were going to live with us for any extended time. So we made short work of opening our physical therapy center on the same property to help kids get the services they need. We had tons of success stories, but after a time we became painfully aware that some of the kids we were caring for were not able to return to their homes. Poverty and illness all played a part, and it was obvious to us what we had to do next. An orphanage. In 2009, the Reese House was opened. This was a temporary, permanent home for several of the children who had recovered in our nutrition center and now had nowhere else to return to. Housing the kids in the Reese House meant providing loving care and food, shelter, and education as they grew with us. Now we are growing as an agency, trying to expand to meet the needs of our own children in the Hearts in Motion House. Looking to the future, we've begun to focus on trade schools that we ourselves, again, will build with volunteers who want to help us to help Hearts in Motion grow these children into productive, loving adults in their own community. We have our work cut out for us. We hope you will join us in giving hope where it's needed most.